Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Social Divas. And today we will be talking about the murder of Vanessa Guillén. She is a 20-year-old United States Army soldier, and on April 22nd, 2020, this is a fairly recent case. She was bludgeoned to death by another soldier, Aaron David Robinson. So it was an unsolved case for a while because Guillén went missing for over 2 months until some of her dismembered remains were found along along Leon River on June 30th. Upon hearing about the discovery, Robinson fled Fort Hood and fatally shot himself when law enforcement attempted to apprehend him in Killeen, Texas, which is uh, in the neighboring town. So this investigation, um, so Guillén was stationed at Fort Hood, which is a U.S. Army installation in Bell County, Texas, which is approximately 340 square miles in size and home to 3 Corps and the 1st Cavalry Division. She was last seen around 1 p.m. on April 22nd, 2020, in the parking lot of her unit, the Regimental Engineer Squadron headquarters of the 3rd Cavalry Regiment. Then her car keys, identification card, bank cards, and barrack keys were all found inside the armory where she worked. And her family actually felt that she disappeared under suspicious circumstances, and before she went missing, she told her family that she's been sexually harassed by an unnamed sergeant at Fort Hood, but she didn't want to file a complaint because another female soldier made a complaint against her sergeant and has been dismissed, which for me this is crazy, but she is advised by her mother to report it. And so then when she is reported missing on June 17, the League of United Latin American Citizens added $25,000 reward to an existing $25,000 reward announced by the Army for finding Guillén. And so then on June 30th, the Army investigators were called in when contractors discovered partial human remains along the Leon River in Belton. The area had previously been searched by Texas Rangers, detective, and cavender dogs. On June 20th, after a burn mound was discovered nearby. So, within the 10 days since they searched on June 20th, I guess her body was dropped off there because they didn't actually find the body then on June 20th. And on the evening of June 30th, Robinson escaped custody of an unarmed guard from his unit and fled Fort Hood after hearing the news of the discovery of the remains. He had been detained by his unit at the request of a CID agent under a pretense of violating COVID-19 quarantine rules. In the early hours of July 1st, Killeen police located and attempted to make contact with Robinson, who produced a handgun and killed himself before he could be taken into custody. These people who kill themselves are just cowards after a while. A driller was arrested by Texas Rangers and held at Bell County Jail, and on July 2nd, Bell County officials stated a driller would be transferred to federal custody due to being charged with one count of conspiracy to tamper with evidence by the U.S. Attorney Office, Western District of Texas. So the motive wasn't really actually clear, but May of this year, the Texas Department of Public Safety released a report stating that a driller later explained why Robinson killed Guillén, saying Guillén saw Robinson's cell phone logged, which contained a picture of a driller. Robinson told her she was worried about getting into trouble for violating the Army's fraternization rules, since a driller was still married to another soldier and hit Guillén in the head with a hammer.